has been a pretty high turnout for this vote today.
Yes, Lord, it has indeed, and an even bigger turnout than for the first referendum on independence, which was held just under 2 years ago in November 2018. Figures coming through at 9 o'clock Paris time this morning. That was around 5 p.m. 6 p.m. Time in New Caledonia, put the turnout at nearly 80%. So that's 6 points more than at the same time in 2018. This is a very important referendum for the people of New Caledonia because it is, as you were saying, part of the accords that were signed back in 1998. It's divided the two sides between those who would like New Caledonia to remain a part of France. They say that, as you were saying in your intro, they receive €1.5 billion in subsidies every year. And they're accusing the pro-independence side of not coming up with any ideas of how they're going to run the country if indeed they do win independence. And they say that, quite honestly, they're better off staying part of France. As for the pro-independence camp, they say that all the years of struggle and massacres and deaths and people trying hard to fight for independence since New Caledonia became part of France in 1853 should be honoured, and that is why people should vote in favour of independence today.
And Philip, the people of New Caledonia already said no to independence in 2018. Tell us a bit about why they are being asked again.
Well, if you look back at what has happened in New Caledonia over the past 30 years, back in 1998, there were the Matignon Accords, which ended a 4-year civil war in New Caledonia, which resulted with a very dramatic massacre in May 1998, where 21 people were killed in New Caledonia. That was ordered by the French Prime Minister of the time, Jacques Chirac, and given the backing by President Mitterrand. That led to the Matignon Accords, which then in turn led to another series of accords 10 years later in 1998, called the Nouméa Accords. And under those, after a 20-year period, independence referendum was due to be called. That was the independence referendum that was held 2 years ago. And under the same accords of 1998, there was the possibility to have a second independence referendum 2 years afterwards if the result of the first referendum was no, and then the possibility of a third referendum 2 years after that. So that is what we're seeing now. We had a no vote by 56% back in 2018. We have another referendum today. It'll be interesting to see what the actual outcome will be, and eventually there'll be a third vote in a couple of years' time. Emmanuel Macron, the French president, who said that he would like New Caledonia to remain part of France, is due to address the public in just under 2 hours' time from now.
Philip, thank you very much indeed. Philip Tell there.